the intel, using that Prowler to the best of his ability.
Yeah, it's a lot more. You have a lot more information potential, right? As compared if you have like a cipher instead of that fade. Sometimes you see teams with the lack of information because they run double controller plus a sentinel, that you only have one initiator. But now you got a double initiators, so that fade will definitely have to be cut. Oh, well, it'll definitely come in handy, right? In finding information. This time, RDA, 4 players towards Hookah. Temps on bat, spots out a couple of players, a couple of chip shots right here. Interesting smoke to cut off the entirety of Long and gonna get a spike down towards the side itself. So RDA with a cool pistol strat comes in. As the spike comes down, it's a 5v5 post plant.
5v5 post plan, but you're gonna deal with double controllers here. Completely can cut a slide up. Divine's gonna start off. Oh, you have the snake bite and the pull in here to try to combo it out, but instead it's gonna be a fight up in the site itself. 2 goes down to Kenji, 2 goes down to Marco and Jensen, but ultimately it's gonna be RDA on top. They found their groove by losing out 3 members, but they still got it. So there you have it. Hope is still alive for RDA as they take it on 1 point.
Yeah, it looks like the morale in the camp is also pretty decent. You saw a couple of cheers, excited faces as RDA win out that pistol. So great for the confidence going into the second map. Obviously, the first round super important as well. RDA got to be full buying into this round. Every single player. They should be walking away with a pretty clean one this time. Again towards this B side, but taking the longer range fights down B long.
This is very interesting because they do choose to go for the B hit, which is not a very usual route. And then the read is completely wrong on LaZe here. They expected an A, but they haven't exactly cleared out Hookah, which is where Divine is standing. He reconvenes, he gets off his life on the other end though. Lenny gets picked out, pushing up the smoke a bit of a risky play here. And now LaZe, they're alive, but what can they do? Fixie with the pain shells, gonna corral Zan. Finding his counterpart here, have to worry about 3 more members in LaZe. But I think that's going to get an indicator here. As well as Markel pushing out and long. He's going to meet Divine the very moment, so they have all entries covered. Post plan is in succession here. LaZe just has to go for the aggression if they want to get their money's worth for the next round.
Yeah, they have to die to the spike or find a kill. NG. Nice shot right there, but yeah, the rest of the players have evacuated the site. All go down. RDA, second round.
Nicely done. I think they only lost out Fixie, so that's best case scenario. Of course, they have the gun difference here. They have better gunfire. With that being said, LaZe now gonna go on their buy here. I think Vandals for Kenji and Divine. And then half HP. Oh, a Bucky, like you pointed out. Okay, that's interesting.
Fast play towards U-Haul, perhaps?
Perhaps, yeah. Safety's off. We saw a
LaZe
fast
time to put around the board. And for Kapush. Kenji, nice jiggle peek right there. Spots out a player. Prepping the smoke as it comes down. They gotta accelerate into his position with the Bucky. Just like that. He makes it happen. Bonus round looking dangerous. Fixie upgrades to a Vandal. And he's gotten himself all the way towards CT spot as well. Sube spotted out a player towards Showers. Lenny goes down. That's a nice crunch right there. And they're not expecting Fixie in this close angle as well. 2v4 situation. Divide and Temps. Yeah, they're calling it quits already. They don't even have space towards the back of sight. That fight towards Fixie is more than enough to force them to respect RDA. They're gonna go for the save. Third round bonus for RDA now.
Yeah, they do have abilities, but I think they realize that 2v4 is just a bit too risky considering the lack of information that they have. So RDA doing a great job there. Fixie with the risky Bucky play, but he makes it pay its dividends, pushing all the way to U-Haul, getting the 1 kill, and then getting the upgrade. Fortunately, loses his life later on. At the very least, though, the rest of his members, they walk away with Vandals, with Phantoms. Not Phantoms, just Vandals. And 1 Guardian, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, that's a real solid round coming in from RDA. I mean, they only lose like what, 1 or 2 players, and the rest of the team could just pick up the rifles that they found on the ground. And RDA Fixie is gonna be opting for a judge yet again. He has enough cash to go for a rifle, but he's gonna opt for the judge. Perhaps go in with the showstopper, whip up the judge if needed. Another fast play towards Showers.
Perhaps, but this is actually the right read coming in from LaZe here. There are 3 members on A, but with the speed that RDA is going,
Wow.
oh,
That was
yeah.
fast. I mean, instant showers control. Now, that's a huge portion of the map. Very pivotal if they want to go for rotates with the teleporter towards B. They're just gonna reset it. Completely give up showers. All 5 players coming in from A short. Zan's here. But can he get any kill though with the Guardian? No, Markel blindsides him. Fixie with the showstopper onto Lenny, but Thames at least finds one more back. Wingman gonna be planting the spike down. And Abdul on the default position. Sube coming out on top right there in the cubby position. Huge picks in the post plat. And now Divine on V3. I think the Trailblazer even spots him going up towards heaven. So, like a fourth, RDA, as the stats do tell, like the better buying team at the moment.
And Super takes it out just like that. I think they realize that since Trailblazer might have spot him as well, and everyone else has cleared off the other spaces, the only position that he can be coming up from is going to be heaven. So RDA walks away with 4 points on the clock. That's a very great comeback considering the first map and the way it panned out. For the LaZe, they don't exactly have the best of creds here. Sheriff is in their hands. So they move forward, but at least from LaZe, I'm seeing a little bit of resistance here. They're trying to get the right read. And at times, RDA is just confusing them. So props to RDA, kudos to them. LaZe, though, they have to do something here, especially since they are on the eco. Maybe some risky plays could pay off its dividends.
Oh, Divine with the Bucky around the smoke. He doesn't actually watch it. And that's a timing that Sube will just capitalize on and punish them. That is the only defender towards B. And LaZe, this is the difficult, back and forth nature, the vicious cycle of the buy and save, the economy, the rough state of affairs. Letty is just hopping away in the smoke and they're just peppering them down. I don't even think they're going to be able to find a single kill on the reload. Perhaps Kenji catches the first, but that's all he's gonna get. 5 rounds RDA. As they stretch their legs, they really do look like the much better team so far in the map of buying.
Absolutely, they're smiling around, they're giving comms, and they're actually having a great time here. You can see it in their VODs here. But let's go back in the highlight. You can take a look at the way that they're playing. They just played off the smoke. LaZe is getting a little bit over-aggressive. They pushed out their own smoke out there, but it's still very dangerous. Sube with the spray down gives so much to RDA. So nice map control, enough space made for RDA to play around. And now they have a few of the ultimates available for LaZe. Timeout is being called out by them. They need to think and scratch a little bit of the heads, just go back into the drawing board. At the very least, I think LaZe, they're playing a little bit more default here. A bit of a different team that we're used to seeing considering the way that they played in Lotus the last time round.
Yeah, I would love for them to take active control together. I think they've tried time and time again, but the reads not really on point. Even though they get the map information, I think RDA's executes have been really solid so far. The double flashes from Sube as well as Jensen have been really nice to allow Fixie access towards the site. And the opening kills, I mean, I think RDA dominate in opening kills at this point in time. It feels like they're just winning out those initial fights. They get control of showers pretty easily. Wherever they want to go, they gain control of it without too much resistance. And I think Relays, need to fight back with a little bit more aggression. Zen, 0-5 right now, but he picks up the op. He's got to head down towards this B-long position, but nobody there for the time being. RDA setting up for an A-side execute, and might be the perfect call. No one's in A short. The 2 players on the A-side are busy in showers.
Oh, this is actually the right read.
Wow, contact play up. Divine's got to be on his tippy toes. He's got to be aware. Jiggle, peek, spots the barrel. Nice catch onto the first. Sube goes down, but surely he knows now that U-Haul has been compromised. He needs to keep tabs on it.
Oh,
As well. Fixie waits for it. Finds the kill to Divine. And here comes Thrash to clear up positions. He's going to be catching onto Fixie as well. Here comes the rotate. The retake coming in. The scan? No, not going to be catching anyone. But the ult does. Kenji carries onto Fixie as he's detained. Jensen picks up the space. Spike planted. Coming in from the flank. Markel catches onto Letty. Now they know there's one place for showers. He's seized up as well, Jensen. They know he's in this close corner. Wide swing catches him off guard. But the doctor here for the trade. Kenji on barely any HP. But where is Zen in the equation with the op in hand? But he's not expecting that Markel has already crept up towards the bench position, on towards triple. Zen though catches onto Markel. It gives his team a chance. An up shot through the smoke. Doctor finds the kill onto Kenji, and he's just spamming in the smoke. Zen is just sticking it all the way. Doctor has to go for the reload, and it's not gonna be enough. Gotta escape away with the op as well. The Doctor on barely any HP, but Zan's perseverance and his confidence, or I guess stubbornness, whatever you want to call it, just sticking it in the smoke itself, hoping that the Doctor misses, walks away with that first round on the board.
I guess that is just the illness that the Doctor can't cure there, and didn't have any emotion whatsoever after that. He's just like, oh, normal day, a bit scrappy, but LaZe finally put their point onto the scoreboard here. Manages to walk away with rifles the next round as well. They did expand 2 ultimates in the midst of it, and now they have to also rebuy a lot of their guns.
I mean, buying just looks like a weak map for LaZe. I mean, they just aren't able to find that bit of synergy, and yeah, they win a round, but it's so scrappy. RDA, yet again, instant showers control. Double flash straight in. Lenny just has to be forced to give up that space, and now they're both playing a bit of a retake setup. Both the back of the site. Zen, be tested.
Slow and steady for RGA. Markel is gonna catch wind of that op shot here. Gonna recuperate his teammates, but they are getting chunked down. They do manage to find Kenji. Lenny goes down as well. Divine goes 1 for 1, and they have control of A site. They're gonna go for the default plant. As for the other 2 members of LaZe, they're on the back of site.
Yeah, and Markel's flanking them as well.
One operator in the hands of Zan. He's actually pushing up so close. He's trying his best to check the corners. Pixie, I think he realizes, oh, just unfortunate. The shorter scope is going to win this out. And it's gonna go on for a hunt right here. Markel's going to find him, find Sems. As it goes, no save whatsoever, and LaZe a very expensive round. Have to go for the rebuy here.
Oof. Yeah, it's not looking great for LaZe so far. I mean, even if they want to contest for a certain space, RDA have been very, very brutish. I mean, just diving straight in towards whichever side they want to take or whichever choke point they want to take. Showers has been almost free for the taking for RDA. LaZe have not really been contesting it actively. And it looks like this time they want to try a little bit of aggression on the defensive side. 4 players on B long. Interesting setup, all towards this little corner.
Yeah,
This
4
eco
players.
run, of course.
Just one Lenny up in A site here. He did push out into showers for a little bit, realized it's quiet. And now it's gonna try to scout out in A mid. But RDA, they're actually playing super respectfully too.
Oh no. Lenny might be faced with a whole squad of RDA members pretty soon. And as he just cleared showers, RDA are gonna retake it back. Now they might just face each other. Lenny is in a very committed corner.
Oh!
First one found, but yeah, the trade is super fast. Nice smokes coming in from RDA, gains them control over triple, and only triple. So they just want to get the spike down, and they can play the pose over here.
Yeah, when you take a look at the way the LaZe is playing, they are so far off right now. They're gonna actually buy themselves extra 15 seconds just from the rotate itself. And with that, Divine actually manages to overcome the trip here. So they don't know about the flank. Doctor and Pixie's gonna find one each though, but Divine might be the man, the Bucky. So close! There he is, gonna find one. Picks up the gun, the rifle dropped down by Markel. He could make something happen here, but he has to work together with Thames. Then they push on the aggression. Realize it's gonna be showers. Pixie's gonna find Divine. Thames gonna find Pixie in return, but that's all she wrote. There is no more to that story. 1-7 is the scoreline to the favor of RDA.
Yeah, this is running away from them. This is definitely running away from them. Granted, it wasn't eco, but LaZe need to start putting numbers on the board like right now.
Yeah.
If not, RDA are just gonna run away with things.
Yep. It's
A lot of ults on the table though.
Yep. A lot of outs on the table for both sides though. An operator get picked up by Thames this time round. Might be something different. Like you said though, they need to put points on the table because it's a 4-point away before the round swaps. And Thames could be the start to that change here.
Yeah, looking for a second angle close up. The white swing comes through thanks to the Brim stim pack. Zan goes in, the showstopper, the flash as well. Sprays down the Doctor. Forces Sube to teleport towards this A site. But they don't have the spike. It's being dropped at Belong. What a beautiful counterplay. That is exactly what LaZe needed. A little bit of aggression in the mid rounds, catching RDA as they prepare for the execute. And they know that at least one player is here towards this A side. First one found. Kenji catching onto Markel. Sube, the one that teleported over. So any damage here would be solid, right?
Yep.
Money's still not great for LaZe, so if you can find a couple of kills, it wouldn't be too shabby.
Oh, at this point, does spot out Zan, but there comes their army. You saw one man, and then another two more comes out with him, exactly. So LaZe finally gets another point, just as Colden has requested. They delivered.
Yeah, lovely shot coming from Thames right there. Baits them in with the second op shop close. And then Zan picks up the showstopper. I like the fact that they put the op on Thames, right? Because then it allows Zan to be a little bit more aggressive. Satchelating into the fight, whips out the Phantom, and was able to spray down the Doctor right there.
See how it goes.
Absolutely.
With an op, maybe he could do the op, but it felt a little bit scarier. Yeah, really nicely done. Now Viper's Pit. They gotta get the ults rolling now for LaZe. They drop it towards a short. Belong again is the play coming in from RDA side, but no one on LaZe at the time. At this moment, watching that position. Thames got a timer. He's got to be wary that this is a potential option. Trailblazer will spot him out though. Oh, not going to be able to get anything, but the showstopper at the back of the side. Thames obliterated and out of the round. Thanks to the Nightfall as well. Low in HP, forces his teammates to get out of harm's way. And here comes the ultimate. Oh, not going to be able to catch up to Kenji though. And he will just punish Fixie in this situation. An awkward fight towards A happens at the same time. Divine gonna catch out the look from Markel, and that allows Divine to come in to assist on this retake. Gonna be a while away though. Sube in the sight, stuck by the tether. Wide swing coming from Zen, but he still manages to get that shot. Lenny with an important trade right there in the smoke around the corner. Jensen finds that frag onto Kenji. Down to a 2 versus 2. Orbital Strike invested. They know Jensen is here. But the Doctor is wrapped around from long. He's gone all the way towards short. The Viper Orb to protect him. The Doctor spotted out. Divine coming in clutch. That's 3 rounds and 3 kills for the flanker for your MVP of the previous map. Huge run from Divine. He managed to find that frag onto Mark L in the midst of all that chaos.
Yeah,
He comes up with 3 crucial frags.
That really changed things. But, you know, kudos when it comes to as well. LaZe's members here, you utilize his ultimates here to buy some time for the rest of his team. Push back the aggression as the moment it came through. And that's what we really love to see from LaZe. And they are now getting another point within the belt. 3-7, just as Coden requested. So we're seeing them catch that back onto the drift. Are they not looking for a B hit anymore due to the way that it's been played out? They've actually made their way up into U-Hall already at the very edge and going for that plan. Zan, he could jump in very well, but he's not going to take that risk. Instead, Markel's going to make an opening from the back here, catching on the flanker onto Lenny. 1-for-1 goes down. 3 members left on RDA as they try to hold on this post plan, but the rest of LaZe members, they're actually making their way through half of site already. Zan, here from the very beginning, hasn't quite pulled the trigger just yet. Poison Op gonna buy some space, but he has to check his left here. He does not! Sube and Markel's gonna find one each. And now they have information, but can they make this fight? The verticality was just too much for Divine. 3K goes to Markel.
Last round in the
And they
half.
thought that someone crossed over towards U-Hall. Divine was busy looking at that position. I think maybe if he was watching towards short. But still, maybe a bit of a fumble from Kenji, I would say, because he had the orbital strike, but he went down. He peeked out of U-Hall's before he was even given the chance to use it. So that out might have been absolutely impactful in that round, but not going to be the case. Goes down, not using it. Last round of the half, both teams have full buys. 2 ops, 1 on each side. Thames testing the waters. 4 players around the corner. Thankfully, at the right time, he gets away.
Very aggressive move from Markel here, getting the operator and pushing up through B short.
That's true.
There's no one there
the
though.
Cypher walking up. Yeah, one of the closest ranges you could do with an op. Thames is testing the waters. Very exposed position, but he gets Dizzy back. He has the Thrash, right? The Thrash available for this retake situation. Sube using the Seekers to come through. Fixie's around the corner. They know exactly where he's coming from. The trade frag is there though, and Divine just holding down the angle. Spray fire, but not good enough to get any kills. And here comes Thrash, but this is on the attacking side one. The orbital strike on their position just to flush out the players. Not gonna be able to connect onto anything though. Zen, close range opping, spots out a player, but Kenji's the one to find the frag, and they're all towards this B-long position to smoke onto the spike. Molly comes out from the doctor, and they're waiting for the screen to drop. Divine, angle held. First, fix it in a second. And it's just doctor remaining, and it's not gonna be enough. Divine, again, a triple kill, and a crucial one at that to put his team up to 4.
Divine. He's trying to be the MVP once again, trying to bring it back for LaZe.
One enemy remaining.
What is that? 1, 2, 3 snappy kills.
Oh. And a hit shot onto the brim as well. I mean, his aim it's just like his name.
Yep.
Divine. It's so beautifully placed. And he doesn't get the credit. I think he's one of the most underrated players for LaZe and underrated players in general in MYSG. Doesn't make a lot of boatload of noise, doesn't get too many flashy kills, but when they need him, he puts up impact frags.
Yeah, but sometimes we need people like that, right? You know, the trustable people, the ones that will
Of
just
course,
listen
yes,
for a bit. The ones that will nod their head for a little bit, kind of. He seems like that kind of guy, but
Yeah.
I might be presuming too much here.
Well, whatever it is, he's doing the God's work. Top of the scoreboard for LaZe. Ooh, the doctor's getting a little bit feisty, together with Fixie right behind him. What a shot from Fixie! One taps Lenny out around, but the doctor goes down in the midst of things. And now they know that the A side is most likely weakly guarded. One player up in heaven. Big fight to win right here. Ooh, Thames barely clips Sube, takes him out of the round. And that is the A side completely lost. Thames, ooh, daring. I don't think he's going to be able to pick up Dizzy in this situation.
Yeah.
Playing around the triple box. Big flank coming in from Divine as well, just to secure showers. Fixie around the corner. He opened up the round, but not going to be able to close it. Kenji just crouching at the back of U-Haul. Spots out the Cypher as well. A second tap on the spike, but there's Util. There's post-plan Util just raining down from the heavens above. A double swing, wide swing coming in. Markel on a 1v3. I don't think he's going to be able to find anything more than that, and it is true. And so 5 rounds, LaZe pick up that second pistol.
Interesting off angles here being held down by LaZe, but it did give them the upper edge. And of course, Thames being ever so determined to take down Sube up in the heaven. Really stuck to that one shot and aim. So nice stuff coming in from LaZe here. Brings them back up to 5 and 8. Almost close here. And they do get to buy. They managed to buy out here. Thames actually purchased out a full-on Phantom. Okay, never mind. There you go. He swaps it out. Goes for something a bit safer. There you go.
All right, this is the 3-2 setup. 3 buys, 2 saves on the LaZe side. RDA, the pistols, not too shabby themselves. It goes Frenzy as well as the Sheriff on the Doctor. They could put a couple of bullets in the LaZe members. You gotta be careful.
Doctor just trying to preempt a little bit towards the aggression here.
There's 4 silhouettes on the B side, just tucking into the tuna can on site.
They kind of look like
Oh
a
gosh,
group
LaZe.
photo at that moment, right? It's just like...
Couple peas in a pod, no?
yeah. One tuna is left to do the can.
Oh.
And this point, the tuna is gonna be exploded. When they have exploded from the can into RDA's face. Oh
They
no.
cook too hard. They just pop right open. And yeah, the Doctor now, well, I'm not sure what he can do. Gets a nice kill on Divine, but Divine doesn't even have a gun, so gotta die somehow. Kenji, okay, the other guy with the pistol. Let's not give him too many more. The Doctor, we know how good he is. One smoke for the retake. That smoke, that's an interesting one. I don't think he expected it to be there.
Oh no.
It kind of one-ways himself for the spike plant. I think it was a little bit off place, but still, regardless.
Yep.
Let's pick up that second round. And yeah, 2 players falling, not too much of an issue. 2 of them safe. They can buy rifles into this bonus of theirs.
Absolutely. Now we're going to get an even round after the round swap here. We're going to see the testament, the true testament here between LaZe and RDA. Thames has his Thresh available. That could be very big considering he's on the attacking side. And if I am reading this right, and they push up into hookah, they might just catch somebody off guard in the window. They have the right idea. But would RDA bite this bait?
Smoke's down.
This is a trip towards hookah, so at the very least, it will give RDA a little bit of advanced info. No presence towards B long at this point in time. And here comes that Thresh to find out where the players are going to be settled towards. Spots are 1 towards the long position. There's actually 3 players here. Ooh, Zen gets tagged up. No, I think it's it's Thresh or something. Kenji and Zen both fighting those frags. Jumps into harm's way. Jensen only good for the kill onto Zen. And as they try to creep out on a smoke, Kenji just sprays down Fixie. And surely this is the bonus going in LaZe's favor. A hookah pop, and they pincer the players towards long. What a call coming in from Lenny. LaZe just absolutely pants RDA.
Yeah, absolutely. RDA had the right idea there. I think they're just finding a bit of solace in the moment up in B long, but a little bit too soon, too quickly here. And Thresh again, trying to go hunting. Doctor gonna go for the save here. But suddenly we're seeing LaZe back onto the board here, closing up the gap. At a moment, we thought that RDA was really dominating up in Bind. So I guess Bind here is just full of surprises. We saw this earlier today in the series.
Yeah.
And then again on the second one.
LaZe just struggle a little bit more on defensive sides. It's just, you know.
Really? I don't
really
think they did in Lotus though. I'm just saying.
Oh, I mean on Bind, sorry.
Okay, on Bind. Yeah,
on
there
the
you go.
defensive side of Bind, they struggle a little bit because they just weren't comfortable taking space too often. But now on the attacking side, they know how to pull rotations. They know how to call on attack. It's very clear. 3 rounds now in a row. Bonus going their favor. Lenny picking up the Outlaw as well just to counter the half shields that's going to be purchased on the RDA side.
Yeah. I think one thing LaZe does really well is pushing out aggression, going for those fights early on when they are on defenders. That's why they excel so well on Lotus. And the last time we saw them as well. This time around, I think for Bind at the very least, it is a little bit more team-oriented, rotation-oriented, and staying put might not be the best decision for them to do so. But now on the attackers, they can play that way that they want to. And that's what's been working towards their advantage here.
Yeah. They've got to be careful, right? Because there's a shorty in hookah. There's a couple of close range weapons. Stinger in the hands of Fixie. And they're getting a little bit antsy, right? They're getting information towards A as Markel dodges the alarm bar.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, the flash! Beautifully done. Even spot out Jensen being a little bit aggressive. 2 teleports being taken. Sube somehow finds the kill onto Temps, but that is just the indication to hit back towards A. Brim spotted out towards B. They know that Sube took the teleporter.
Spike
So
planted.
yeah, shouldn't be too many more kills going in the favor for RDA. They're so far from the action as well. Divine is basically gone up into heaven as a Viper, so you're not gonna expect that, right?
Yep.
It's a really cool and advanced position that they will definitely not check.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
there you go. Divine at the very moment comes out as well to assist Kenji. And now we have an equalizer, Colden.
Okay. Yeah, didn't really expect this. I think it was 6-1 at one point.
Yep.
7-1, actually 7-1. It was a 7-1 scoreline. LaZe strung a couple of nice rounds at the end of the half. This anti-eco run of LaZe's was a little bit scary, not gonna lie. They went into hookah, which is one of the closest range angles you could find on this map up against an eco round. But at the end of the day, they still walk away with a victory, so that's all that's important. Orbital strike on Kenji as a key ultimate in this round. Let's keep track of that.
Oh, skirmish and showers. Possibly here. They get up possession. Lenny is the only one that's advancing forward. Vixie's actually moving back.
Oh, Sube. This is a deep angle. This is information. This is the four-man rotate stacked towards this A side. RDA's got the read right. At least for the time being.
Right here.
Not to mention Divine though. I think he realizes it and he's actually all the way at the back here.
He's just being careful of any potential flanks, but RDA's advanced positioning with Sube just ensures that they can stack 4 here. Showstopper actually connects on the player in CT. Jensen, nice trade onto Zen. There's still 3 players at the back of the site. How do you navigate this? Lenny, a bit too much to ask for. Oh, and the Sky coming in on the flank as well. They take the teleporter, but now Sube is in the back lines. Thames is in U-Haul. Divine catches that flank as well, but the spike is in the middle of the A site. How do they navigate this?
30
Thames
seconds left.
taking out Doctor close range fight. Huge one at that. Thames comes out on top. And now RDA in a rough spot. Orbital strike will catch onto Fixie backside. And now it's all left onto Jensen within the smoke. He peeks out. But the trade is there from Kenji and LaZe. Somehow navigate the late round situation to perfection. They catch the flank. Despite them dropping the spike in the middle of the site, with the man disadvantage, they still come out on top.
I'm not too sure actually what gave out the indicator that Sube has pushed all the way out, but that's exactly the key they needed earlier on to make.
I think Sube flashed.
Yeah, I think.
He might have flashed earlier on.
I
But
think
they were 100% aware.
Yeah, he flashed. I think the
Either
part
that or he made a footstep.
he entered
Yeah,
up
I'm not
into
sure.
mid, so he flashed at that moment. But before that,
Yeah.
what? How did Divine knew to just stay all the
Oh.
way and spawn?
To stay there?
Yeah.
Because Divine's a rat and he knows how lurkers play. So I feel like, that corner is kind of expecting. He's playing a really off angle that they're not expecting. He's got to be a little bit careful. He's the only player here. Yeah, we'll just back off for the time being.
Oh,
Kill
Kenji.
by Kenji. Beautifully done. Spots out the push from Sube. That's what Sube did the previous round, but now Kenji, aware that that was a possibility, takes him down, and that causes the rotate back towards the B side. They see the brim there, so it's like, oh, we see the brim, we see the gecko. It might be a B commit.
So it's so tough to make this rotate, right? Especially since you have portals available and you do have a Lenny up in showers, just scouting it out a little bit. Just a quick mid crunch call could just change the pace of this game entirely. Spike gets picked up by Tem, so we know that objective is going to follow on him. And this might very well be an A push.
Where are you?
But be careful. Are not going to be able to spot anything. U-Haul, they got to completely avoid U-Haul. Let them have control over that. Just keep them locked in. The spike should be going down without too much issues. Molly is on top of Molly. Will just flush them into the line of Lenny. Zen picks up a third as well. Markel swings out of the smoke and he will find nothing for it. LaZe with a flawless round. They are navigating this attacking side to perfection. Arguably even better than RDA did against them.
Oh
It's
man.
beautiful reads time and time again. They find the sides that's weaker. They find the stacks. They get those picks. They are aware of flanks. And a crucial timeout now called by RDA. How do you navigate this? You have a bunch of ultimates for this round. You bring in the up on Fixie. You got to answer with a round right here.
Yeah, I mean, RTA has the right idea. They know that for LaZe, at the very least, they don't exactly have the most reliable flank watchers out there. They have to send someone to be at the back lines. But with that, LaZe, they're taking extra precautions every single time. They're checking, they're doing the due diligence here. And that goes to show how traditional, how textbook LaZe playing right now to overcome RDA. RDA, on the other hand, they got their operator. This could possibly change the fate of hands here, coming in for LaZe. 4 ultimates also available. This is the round. They know it. That's why they call out for the timeout.
Yeah. Fixie's even one off his showstopper, right? So he gets a pick of the up. He has a showstopper. That's all 5 ults. Those are 5 very strong ults that they could have a plethora of options to use, right? So this round, very important for RDA. They need to get this on the board. Then he's gonna drop that outlaw, gonna opt for a rifle because he knows, right? RDA is gonna be coming in full force on this one. How do they navigate this? That's a crosshair.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's
All right, it's back to normal.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Flash. Gets
Okay,
pulled
early
out here.
out being used by LaZe.
Launching
Yep.
smoke.
This clears out into shower here, but it's utility. After utility prowess as well, it's going to be put out just to get some information. But we do have Zan, the rest of his team, making his way through. Orbital Strike is going to deter them for a little bit. They're going to play on the outer layers, but they made their way in. They're doing so much.
Jensen.
And on the other end, RD with the utilities, unable to
Save.
make much of it.
Oh my lord. Just an instant thrash in showers, the recommit onto the site. Orbital Strike gets absolutely nothing. Seekers get absolutely nothing. Jensen tries to swing out the smoke. Bit of fun on the LaZe side. I think that is a sign of things to come. Whenever LaZe are having fun, oh, that's when you know you're in deep, deep waters.
And then on the other hand, though, that's a formula for success
Wow.
for LaZe. But Fixie,
Okay.
trying to end the fun a little bit early here. Just go home. But 3 members of LaZe, yeah, going hunting. He manages to find another. Will he go
Damn it.
fishing? They're going to try his best. Oh, for the jump! Fixie expects it. We're not even talking about the objective. We're talking about a 1v1. Oh!
Oh no! Right at the end, Divine, of course, it's Divine to do it to him. When you need him the most, he answers. And they don't care about the money. Look at their cash. They've won. Let me count. There's too many. 7 rounds in a row?
I think so. And what are we watching? What are we witnessing from Bind at this point? I mean, yes,
It's a beautiful attacking side from LaZe. Oh my lord.
of course, yeah, we haven't seen the extent of, you know, Elevate being 1 point away, right? That kind of situation for RDA, but
Yeah.
this
yeah.
is still a comeback, if I've ever seen one.
Fast push down to A short. Fixie gotta catch up to Divine. Sube pushing out from Hookah. Gotta catch Zen as well. It's a massive crunch coming in. Molly's on top of Smokes, just pushing the attackers further and further back. But Lenny's got a gap. Lenny's found an access into the side. He's gonna catch the Doctor back turn. They're gonna bring the spike over. Oh, and Fixie wants to take this fight, but he's just gonna respect it. They're just gonna flood in towards this short position. How did they get the spike on the side? Okay, you have the wingman available. Lenny's gonna be clearing out the entirety of CT. He's gonna gain control of that. And he could be able to play from heaven as well. Kenji, big player here. But Markel, aware of that push potential. And now it's Thames and Lenny, the 2 new kids on the LaZe block. In the clutch up against 4 RDA members. So many angles to worry about. Thames, around the corner, Lenny. But not enough HP. And the spike not planted for his exact position as well. RDA clean things up. 9th round, finally. 1 round on the board on this defense.
Finally, and of course, congratulations to Wingman taking that defuse there. And nicely done by RDA. They pushed out the aggression, then they caught them off guard, changed of pace. And at least for LaZe, they might expect it. So this is going to be a bit of a discussion moment here. Now it's their turn to be on the hot seat. How are they going to close this out? 11-9. They've beaten out RDA, equalized with them, and now are ahead. But that could change in a moment's notice, right? And this is the moment where Zan has his showstopper. Lenny has that Nightfall, that huge Nightfall here. Could easily overrun a site, but I think that with that case, you also have to realize that RDA, they're not going to bank all of the members into one place. You want to try to spread out your
Sure.
utilities, your ultimates here. What is the best strategy to hit the site?
Yeah, and the Doctor doesn't have good cash as well. So he has to opt for either half shields or weaker weapon. And yeah, as you mentioned, you got a showstopper, you got the Nightfall available on the laser side. They have a lot of cash to splash as well. They're looking still pretty good, right? It's just 1 round. Give it over to RDA. But RDA, of course, they themselves want to stretch this lead. They need to string a couple rounds in a row to keep the economy in good standing. LaZe, their cycle of ultimates. You see, once you use the showstopper, once you use the Nightfall, Viper Split comes online, the Orbital Strike comes online, the Thrash comes online. It's a nice waterfall of ultimates that LaZe has. Let's see what they have in store for us this round.
Slow and steady seems to be the name of the game. Respect is given throughout, trying to get as much information that they can. Prowler is the only thing that has crossed the line here. Realizes no one's in hookah, but hasn't quite made the decision quite yet.
Super silently coming from LaZe. Prowler now gonna be heard, clearing this long position. Lenny, by himself, Maybe he's gonna throw a bit of a fake with the Nightfall? Maybe. On 2 rotations at the very least. And he gets scanned by the oh, and teleport straight in.
Oh.
Now they know. RDA know is gonna be a commit towards this A side. Nightfall comes in, tags a player at the back of the side, but Zan just accelerates straight in. Oh, a bit of a whip! And he just dies to the util coming through, but a good scan. And Lenny will find that trade frag in towards U-Haul. Wide swing comes through. Nice trade by Divine. Oh, super huge kills right there. Lenny with 3. Markel coming in, down to a 1 versus 1. And who else? Divine up against Markel. Time and time again, they've butt heads. And this one, huge round, influencing the map. Markel clearing out these close corners. Divine just holding down this corner as well. But Markel, he's clearing all the wrong angles, makes an audible cue. Now Divine knows exactly where he is. Back's turned, tap on the spike. Divine doesn't even peek. Divine lets him rot in. Think about his decisions. But Mark L, 6th sense, comes alive. Realizes that U-Haul is the protocol. And a huge clutch coming in from Mark L will get them double digits.
What a nail gripper right there. I just... It was anyone's game at that moment. You could see the ring around a rosy situation, thinking about where they could be at the moment in time. Turned around, and even if you had last informed information coming up from your teammates at that moment, they could be anywhere. But very nicely done. Can I just talk about how the back and forth skirmish just went out earlier on in that round? I mean, that was essentially the pinnacle and what really swayed the decision of that round coming out of it. And RDA hit the nail in the coffin at the very end.
Big round again. Nightfall is invested. Showstopper as well. Now you have the Viper's Pit online. Temps is one of his. He has this attacking side up as a Gecko. Not something you see too often. Lenny again putting pressure towards Showers by himself. He's going to be picking up that ult orb on top of things. So RDA willing to give up the Showers position.
Yep.
The rotate comes in towards this B side.
Thrash is ready.
Thrash is actually ready out of that orb here. Divine as well. Does the Viper's Pit like you mentioned. Could be very useful. Spike hasn't been delivered anywhere, but it looks as though B might be the point of interest. And that could be the right read. On the other end, only 2 is left, excepting the Doctor being all the way in spawn. Oh.
Comes to execute. 3 players on RDA side, waiting. Sube playing up real close as well. Here comes the scans, as well as the flash. Sube gonna get detained. Divine with a nice trade there, but Markel's in the side. Markel's in his cage. He swings out. Backline's turned. They're jumping around on the side. He gets 3 kills, and just like that, the round is over. Markel, yet again, the win condition for RDA. Picks up 3 kills on his anchored and just shuts down the entire attack just from a little corner, a little sidestep from elbow.
If you needed a reminder on how to play isolations in terms of fight, this is how you do it. Utilizing Cyber Cage so well, of course, hand in hand together on the other end with Fixie, just to get the retake down and the other teammates. Very nicely done. RDA are still in the running. 3 points, and this could be detrimental for LaZe. Creds are starting to look a bit shaky. Half armor.
Yeah, if LaZe loses, they have no money for the next. Full on execute into the side. Zan with a must kill there, but Fixie's gonna pick up the frag. The scan is great. Jansen with the double kill comes through. And now it's just left onto Divine. The executes have been failing LaZe time and time again. Divine's gotta go absolutely nuclear if he wants a chance in this. 1v5 ace. And RDA, safe to say, they're not gonna give him a chance. The Trailblazer as well.
Well, silver lining, he managed to get 1 out of it. The bad news is that now, not only
They have no money.
you have no money, you also lose it out, you put yourself into match point. The only thing you can buy right now.
God.
Okay, Divine, he has the Vandal, but the rest of them, Double Guardians, and Valeni is even worse. He has so much utils to repurchase here that is so contributive towards his team. Like, he can't exactly go for the full-on buys here as well. Half armor. He's 1 away from his ultimate though.
LaZe have been trying to go for fast plays, but time and time again, it's not worked out. The slow plays have been successful, but the pace change, I think, is a little bit expected now. Big miss coming in. Fixie doesn't connect onto that. Nightfall invested just to push Fixie off. An ultimate for one player, but they're just gonna stand and fight towards the B side. But guess who's here? It's Markel. And over the strike will flash him into the cubby. They know exactly where they are, but Markel still finds the frags. He's managed to slip out of the side as well. Markel coming alive. And here comes Thresh. They know exactly where he is. Lenny's coming in from hookah. They spot him out as well. The spike in the midst.
Wait a moment.
Camera broken. Markel playing around the corner. Attempts the big kill right there. Lenny required for the collapse around the corner. Spots him out, and Jansen will close it out. 13-11. You could not get it even closer. RDA with a 5-round comeback. They just steal away the map of Vind.
Earlier, we talked about how both of these teams, they had the fighting spirit, how they'll go neck and neck. And of course, in the very beginning, we saw how LaZe was able to just run with the ball. We thought that, okay, this could be a breeze for them, knowing how much they have shaken down RDA's mentality. But look at that. This is what we're talking about. They take up one map. On the other end, RDA takes their map back. So with that being said, RDA took a while to get there, but we eventually got there. We got the point.